Hey guys, English Dave here, and I'm bringing you the Entertain Lynx spoiler-free review for Marvel's Doctor Strange. This will be the 14th film from Marvel Studios and their 7th origin film. So at this point we've all known what to expect and most have already decided on if they're going to see the next film or not. But for those few still on the fence, I'll get right to the point. With Doctor Strange, Marvel have themselves another hit.
I'm talking tonight at a neurological society dinner. Come with me.
Another speaking engagement? So romantic.
You used to love coming to those things with me. We had fun together.
No, you had fun. They weren't about us, they were about you.
Not only about me.
Stephen, everything is about you.
Doctor Strange tells the story of Stephen Strange, a medical doctor who, as a surgeon, is one of the best in his field. He's so good, in fact, that he's rather picky with those he chooses to work on. He's a man that needs something that both challenges him and brings him attention. He's a confident man who likes nice things and fast cars. However, as we see in the trailer, his life changes after a car accident robs him of the use of his hands. When traditional medicine fails him, he looks for healing and hope in a mysterious enclave. He quickly learns that the enclave is at the front line of a battle against unseen dark forces bent on destroying reality. Before long, Strange is forced to choose between his life of fortune and status or leave it all behind to defend the world as the most powerful sorcerer in existence.
You're a man looking at the world through a keyhole, and you've spent your whole life trying to widen that keyhole, to see more, to know more. And now, on hearing that it can be widened in ways you can't imagine, you reject the possibility.
No, I reject it because I do not believe in fairy tales about chakras or energy or the power of belief. There is no such thing as spirit.
Going in, I was of course very excited, but if I'm honest, I was worried that we'd once again have to go through typical origin movie tropes. While the movie does have similar beats to previous Marvel origin films, in this one I felt it was needed. We've seen Marvel do movies around technology, set in the past, in space, and even other realms. However, with this film, it's our first true introduction into the world of mysticism and magic. Remember, what seemed like magic in Thor was actually advanced technology. With Strange, it's established that while similar, magic and tech are different. So I feel like we needed to be educated on the rules of magic as established in the MCU. And let me tell you, the magic looks fantastic. Director Scott Derrickson and his team have crafted Marvel's most visually stunning film to date. The Doctor Strange comics always stood out because of the amazing artwork crafted by legendary artist Steve Ditko. He had an eye for the psychedelic, and I think Derrickson did a fantastic job of translating that to film. If there's one reason to pay extra money and see a film in IMAX 3D, this is it. All the stuff you've seen in the trailer doesn't even come close to showing how visually stunning the film is. It's super trippy, yet doesn't get confusing, and in context of the story, it all makes sense. I was slightly worried that the visual would be there just to make the film look cool, but Derrickson's history as a horror movie director really helps. It's not that it's a scary movie, but it's the weird and strange, elements from horror that he brings and delivers so well here. The cast also does a fantastic job. It's no surprise that Benedict Cumberbatch absolutely nails the role. Even when we see the Arshel version of Strange, you still fall for his charm. And you get the sense that Marvel are prepping him to replace Robert Downey Jr. once he eventually decides to hang up his Iron Man armor. And though I don't look forward to that day, I think Benedict is a great choice. I even didn't mind and got used to his American accent. However, you're only as good as your supporting cast, and here they don't fail. One of my favorite characters is Benedict Wong as Wong, the man who trains Strange in the magical arts.
It's weird having two Benedicts on a movie.
He's a great addition to the cast, and I just love his no-nonsense demeanor. Chiwetel Ejiofor is great as Mordor, and knowing his character in the comics, it'll be interesting to see what they do with him in future movies. Tilda Swinton is always great in roles she chooses, and here it's no different. As the Ancient One, she carries an air about her, and it really didn't matter if the character is a man or a woman. She just nails it perfectly.
What did you just do to me?
I pushed your astral form out of your physical form.
What's in that tea? Psilocybin? LSD?
It's just tea. With a little honey.
When it comes to villains, Marvel are usually criticized for them not being as strong as they should be. While I somewhat agree, I think it speaks to superhero movies as a whole, not just Marvel. It's rare to get a truly compelling villain outside of the Joker or say Magneto when the story is so heavily focused on the hero. However, I think they did a good job with this one. Like Zemo in Civil War, you actually get to see and understand the villain's motives and point of view. and it's all sold very well by the talented Mads Mikkelsen, who adds nuanced touches to the character that stop him from going into one-dimensional villain territory. Though it could be better, his character gives me hope for the future of Marvel villains. If there's one weak link, I would say it's Rachel McAdams' character as fellow Dr. Christine Palmer. Adams is great with what she's given, don't get me wrong, but ultimately isn't given much to do. However, it's not something you think about until after the film has ended and you start to process it all. Doctor Strange is a must-see film for Marvel fans and a great film all around. It continues Marvel's fantastic track record and gets me even more excited for what's to come. As I mentioned earlier, it's a must-see in IMAX 3D if you have the choice. And as always, don't forget to wait till after the credits roll for the usual Marvel Easter eggs. Thanks guys for listening. If you enjoyed this review, please give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share with your peeps. Also, look out for our roundtable discussion next week, where we'll be dissecting the film and talking specifics about what we loved or didn't like. My name's English Dave, and this has been an Entertain Link spoiler-free review for Marvel's Doctor Strange. See ya.
Be careful which path you travel down, Strange. Stronger men than you have lost their way. You'll die protecting this world.
I can't do this.
There is no other way.